Hey, you guys just show up whenever you want to. That's cool though. Talk a little bit about rifles and calibers today. Stan the man here in the man cave. Talk a little bit about what I've tried to do, because I'm Mr. Survival and Mr. Practical. I'm not a rich guy. I work hard for my money, as do you, I hope. And if you don't, well, then you really need to listen, because you still need some of this stuff. But we're talking today about what I've done to kind of make it more reasonable as far as me finding ammunition, having enough ammunition to where I'm going to be able to survive. So one of the things that I tried to do, there was a time when I had just, I don't know how many calibers, a lot. And a lot of you are going to have them, you want to have them, that's fine. But if you think ammo was hard to find from the gun grab, just wait until the real stuff happens, which could be any day, at least January, if you know what I'm talking about. So anyway, everybody knows, and I'll safety check this for you. My favorite rifle for just all around, shit hits the fan. And I'm not talking about home defense. Yes, shotgun, handgun, fine. That home defense. I'm talking about if you need to go out, venture out, if you need something to really protect yourself with from, 80 to 100 meters. You know what a shotgun's going to do. Close up, it's great. This a little bit better from 50 meters. Quite a bit better. So this is my favorite, and it's something I worked on. And again, you don't have to buy an arsenal, guys. You can. They're great. It's a Wasser. Everybody talks smack about these. I took this apart. I refinished it. I did all the metal inside, polished to glass. And you can tell me whatever you want, but proof's in the pudding. Good trigger on it, Tapco trigger. I've got a red dot on it. It's not an expensive red dot either. That's not, I don't have an EOTech on there. If you want one, good. If you can afford it, great. I probably could. It's a Leapers. That's 45 bucks on Amazon. Works great. 100 yards, you can't miss. 120 still, you can't miss. Well, you probably could if you don't practice. But that's my favorite. 7.62 by 39. A nice round, mid-range round. Well, it's a lot bigger than your AR round, but nice strong round. Now it's not a sniper round, but shit, if you're sniping people, you're probably doing something wrong. We're talking about protecting ourselves, and you want to talk about laying down fire in an area and just clearing out an area, keeping heads down so you can move. This puppy, this is it. I love it. That's my favorite, and yes, I do have ARs and whatever. 30 round capacity, and the nice thing is I also went and picked up this guy. I'm not going to load it because there's bullets in there, but this is an SKF Yugoslavian. You can get these for a reasonable price. They're up in the 400s now. This takes takes a nice 20 rounder. You can get 30 rounders, get 40 rounders for them, and a lot like the AK. I'm not going to load it because there's rounds in there. It's been safety checked, chambers open. Also have a red dot on this guy. And again, both of these are quick release. If I have an issue that comes off, my sights are right on. This actually has a peekaboo. I don't even have to take the scope off. I can look right through and see through my sights. This rifle, a little longer, actually cheaper than the AK. But nice and accurate, a little more accurate than the AK, a little heavier, but the same round, the same ammunition. So I can get 1,000 rounds of this stuff for, I don't know, sometimes in the mid-2s. And Walmart has the Tula ammo for $5 a box. So got two right here covered by, one caliber. So if I got this one, my son can have the AK. In a bad situation, we're not carrying around or looking for, two different kinds of ammo already. These both work on the same 7.62 by 39. So I think it's a real good idea to consolidate calibers if you like the caliber. If you don't like the caliber, well, you shouldn't even own one of them, I guess. Up to you, though. So this has got the bayonet, because without a bayonet, what good is a rifle without a bayonet? Actually, never know. Never know when that might come in handy. If you go pig hunting or something like we do where I'm from. So that both of those 7.62 by 39, an excellent round. Up to 200 in my book, hard hitting, real good round. So a couple of my friends have 0 weapons, and you know, 0, they have nothing. And so they're asking me, you know, what should I get for home defense? Well, I guess I'd have to say a 12 gauge. I'm not going to pull my 12 gauge out. If you're just looking to defend your home, then a 12 gauge might be the best for you. It's not the end all though. You know, I personally, you know, you guys know, I like my 45, Crimson Trace, you know, 45, because I'm surgical with this puppy, and if this hits you, those hollow points, you're not moving, you're done. So that's my choice for me. But then some friends of mine were talking about, you know, survival and you know, shit hits the fan, and in that case I start to gravitate to these rifles. They're you can use them close range, as you know, but you can reach out with them too, and to me that makes them more versatile when you get into a shit hit the fan scenario where you're going to have to go out, venture out, maybe hunt. I don't know. I just like having the extra firepower of one of these. And again, consolidating your ammunition, so you're not out looking for 5 kinds of ammo. Bargain basement, you don't have a lot of money, you don't want to spend a lot of money, you want a good shooter. Mosin-Nagant. Cheap. I traded for this, but I just saw one for $100. It right now is 2 days after Thanksgiving. Classic Firearms Online had these. Up to yesterday. Wartime, which this is, they had these for $89. And this is you know, November 2013. $89 for a Mosin-Nagant, you know, 9130. This rifle is a wartime. It's not counterbored, meaning the barrel hasn't been bored out. This thing is badass. If I had to hunt deer, or maybe elk, or even bear, or I'm out in the wilderness, this is the ticket. Now I put a little work into this, like I do on all my guns. Polishing, you know, special treatment to the metal so that you don't get any sticky bolt issues. But this sucker is accurate, and this is powerful. I will talk about the ammo. The ammo's, I mean, for the size of the bullet and the power it, you know, the amount of power it has, it's hard to beat this guy. Now this is one that I have, and it's the longer model, which is actually the more accurate, if you ask me. But I also own this guy, which I bought first. This is a 38, an M38, which is the carbine model of the Mosin. And I got a butt pad on there. I'm not gonna lie, this sucker kicks like a mule and shoots a fireball that I'll try to post a video of my son shooting this for the first time. This shoots a 4-foot fireball. It's a lot of fun. Are you locked and loaded?
Yeah.
First shot ever with a Mosin. Do it.
There we go.
Good ejection. Go. Remember, you're locked and loaded. Second shot. Oh yeah, fireball! You see the fireball?
Yeah.
Oh yeah! But again, big bullet, hard hitting, little less accurate out to distance than the 9130 Mosin, but this sucker's a lot of fun, easier to carry around. I paid $100 for that 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago, from a rancher. It was beat up. I refinished that, and it's beautiful now. I mean, I did the refinish on the wood. I've done the metal work, and this sucker. The thing about these Russian rifles is, I don't want to say they're bulletproof, but the AK is well known for it. These are durable, man. You could throw, this was in the back of the guy's, behind his seat in his truck. And he said he had it there for years. He owns a big ranch up north of here. And he said he'd use it to shoot coyotes that kill his livestock. And it was his coyote gun. This thing was beat all to hell. It looked like it was sitting under a seat, man, for 2 years, which it was. I took it and stripped it, and look at it. It's beautiful. Little bit of work. And for $100, that shoots the 7.62 by 54 R Russian, which is this guy. Okay, those are nice big bullets. Now, we talked about, you know, these for the AK-47. these in comparison, quite a bit bigger. If you want to see the difference, okay, quite a difference between that and that, okay? So that's a big ass bullet. My son loves shooting these. My 14-year-old loves shooting them. So do I. The nicest thing about them, and again, so now I got 2 more rifles with the same caliber. You can buy these spam cans. Ugh. That's about 70 pounds of bullets. I just picked this up in a trade. I mean, if you talk about what it cost me, the equivalent for me of this was 50 bucks. Now that's half of what you'll pay for them, but that's 440 rounds of those big bullets. 440 rounds, 100 bucks. You can still find them if you look. I don't know how many of those you're gonna need, but we go through 40, 50 rounds with that, and your shoulder's saying, okay, that's enough. Because that thing, both of these, they're serious, pack a serious punch. Now, I got the Mosin-Nagant 130. I got that Mosin 38. I'm looking for a Vepr, and that shoots this same Russian bullet, 7.62 by 54R, and it's on a platform of the AK-47. So then I'll have 3. And one of them will be this platform, 3 that will shoot this caliber, and that's a badass, if you can imagine, an AK platform that shoots that. So that's the next one, and I'll have covered 3 weapons with 1 caliber. Now, again, we're just talking about practicality in survival. When shit hits the fan, how much 5.56 can you find? I remember when they tried to grab the guns, man, you couldn't get the stuff. You could not. And so, especially the 5.56 and even 2.23, it's coming back. But I was always able to get this Russian stuff, even though I paid a little more for it. Guys have this stuff. And, you know, you're buying 400 rounds. They're in tins. If you wanted to save and hoard, like some of my friends do, just in case the friggin' zombies come, these will keep. This one right here, this is produced in 1978. And you could leave it for another 40 years. Nothing's going to go wrong. It's a sealed metal can. So if you're talking about stockpiling, you got a couple Mosins, you got, you know, 2,000-3,000 rounds of this stuff. I don't know how much more you're going to need. You can stockpile ammo for the 7.62 by 39s for these guys, and you're going to be good to go. So when the shit hits the fan, or when, I don't know, maybe they devalue our dollar in January and people go ape shit, you should have something. Everyone, this is recent for me, where I'm putting videos out, I'm talking to people. I'm ex-military, I've been around, I've been through hurricanes, I've been through disasters, I've seen some rioting, and if you're not listening, you're going to be the one that's going to, hey, help, you know, do. Get out of here. All you needed to do, spend $200, get that, put it away. Now you're covered on that. We'll talk later about some of this. Put some rice away. This right here, 10 bucks worth of rice, airtight, years I got rice. Beans, okay, we'll talk more about survival. But it's not just guns with me. You need some food put away, canned food over there. I just finished my water, my first barrel. I got another barrel going in tomorrow. You have to have the essentials, guys, and if you think I'm paranoid, I hope you're right. I hope you're right, but I got a feeling somebody gonna be thirsty, somebody gonna be hungry, somebody gonna try and get it. And if they try to get it, they're gonna go get it over there. Maybe they're gonna get it over there, but here, I don't know. Not so good idea. Not so good idea to try and get it over here. Now, you know, again, in my other video I mentioned, guys say, oh, you got all the guns, and I'm coming to your house. You know, don't come to my house. If my family shows up, it's different. I'll feed them. But if you show up, man, bad idea. So get ready. It's easy. Be ready. And you know what? Everything should be fine. So get ready. Be ready. What's wrong with that? Aloha. Come back anytime. Bullets. Lots of bullets. Must have bullets. Yes, bullets.